a girl a-running in a group. She had a high-speed motor in a 40 Ford coupe. She had a racing cam and a supercharged. Look at Buddy, hot rod at large. She's a hot rod. She's a hot rod. She's my hot rod.
Diego Diablo, and he's the mindless paint man.
Yeah.
I met him at a show in Cherville, right?
Yeah. That was my first, actually my first car show I actually did. So
Really?
It was really interesting. I paint cars. I've never actually just been to the show, though, to work it.
They looked at your handiwork. You can see his handiwork. This is a shirt hat he made. And a couple weeks ago, you saw the shirt he made on Sandy, She Who Will Be Obeyed. It's really great.
Oh, yeah. That was awesome.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
And you know what? This is the kind of thing that goes on at the car shows. The shenanigans. There's eats, there's parties, there's fun. There's all kinds of stuff to do for the kids. And this man was there, and he painted T-shirts, plaques, you name it.
Yeah, everything. Just anything you can give me, I can paint. I have always like an interesting project.
And he does it with these little teacup-looking brushes and stuff. They're kind of, they're called airbrushes.
Yeah.
How did you learn this?
I just wanted to do art, and make money. So someone gave me an airbrush. They had an extra one, and there was a student that actually didn't use it and didn't pick it up. So I'm like, "Hey, you want this, Diego?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So I literally read every single book in our library about airbrushing, and it's like from the 70s where people were wearing like had froze and everything. It was like everything was black and white, and I just taught myself, man. I was just super motivated, I guess.
I'm telling you, some of your designs are really, really cool. And some of them
Thanks.
are a little bit off the wall, but of course that's what artists do.
Oh yeah.
I know we have the guy that drew my logo and everything. He's a hot rod guy, studied under Art Ross gang. He's a rack rod guy. He's just such a hot rodder. There's a guy you really want to hook up with. You get the car shows. He
Nice.
does paint pinstriping and stuff like that too, but he's like yourself. He paints the cars. But he's the rat rod guy, and where you are just like an artiste that's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Your designs. Have you got any samples with you? Did you bring anything with you?
I have a lot of stuff on my Instagram. If you want to follow it, it's at Mindless Paint, and I have on YouTube, and I have a YouTube channel and Facebook at Mindless Paint.
There you go. That would be the best way to do it. Check into Mindless Paint at Facebook or YouTube or Twitter or Instagram, and you'll see some of his handiwork. You were painting stuff there. You painted. God, the kids were just unbelievable. They all wanted license plates and everything. Oh yeah, I got a license plate too for my scooter. George
You
the
had a bunch
Carguy.
of stuff, man. I was like, that's awesome. I always love anybody that appreciates my work, and I paint everything. I've shot 5 music videos in the last 2 years for Hollywood Records. I've been around the country, around the world painting, and it's just been. I'm so lucky to do all of that.
Oh well, you know what? Talent sticks out, and then of course, everybody wants to get it done and done cool, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're the best, you're the best, and that's how it works. That's unbelievable. How old are you?
31. I'm turning 32 in October.
All that talent in 31 years. That's unbelievable.
I learned from everybody. I went to Vegas and learned from the best custom painters in the country at the shows. I go to SEMA. I'm sponsored by Awada. So I really, with humility, I go and listen and listen to everything they have to teach me. And these guys know so much. You know?
Well, pretty soon you're going to be doing the teaching. That's
I'm kind of in that space where I feel like I'm becoming the older generation soon. So, but I'm still young, so there's a lot more to learn.
It's a lot of setup though. Your tent. You had tables and you had just stuff everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Plus all the samples so people can see.
Yeah, and I learned that from older guys. Like, if you're gonna do it big and make a big production, big show. And I have so many more ideas to ramp that up. So I'm really all in.
Oh, really?
All
That's
in.
great.
Yeah.
That's great because tell you what, it went over huge at that car show. That was the Chris Carson Memorial. It was in a church parking lot on 30 in Cherville. It was a great show. That's the show they had the burnout contest. And, of course, Daryl won it. But, Daryl needs my tune-up. He needs me to check that out for him a little bit.
Nice.
And a couple of these guys will be looking for you to paint their cars and do some trick stuff on them.
Yeah, definitely.
You do some, I don't know where you get your inspiration. I've seen a lot of your work, and if people will just go look at it on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter. Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter.
Everything. Pinterest, YouTube, everything.
I'm telling you, this guy has marvelous designs, swirls. Everything is, it's just all modern and colors blend, and it's just
Thanks.
perfect. This hat, I'm afraid to wear it. I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to get it dirty.
I would see my stuff and I'm like, man, I wish I had more time. I could do this, do that. Like I'm the biggest critic. And I think
You would improve on you're your own worst critic.
Yeah.
Have you got a studio somewhere? Or?
Yeah, well, I work, I'm mobile, so I go to different events across the country, and then I kind of set everything up from home. I just do, like, my streams. I do all my social media stuff, and I ship out across the country with my products, like T-shirts, hats, all that stuff.
Oh, really?
And I do more leaning towards automotive. I'm really breaking into that industry now. So, and I'm just excited,
I'll tell you what, the automotive industry is where it's at because that's where the guys spend money. Mm-hmm. Big money on these cars. And it's making a comeback in the last 4 or 5 years. Car shows and such were kind of down for a good 10 years. And then all of a sudden, it just started coming back. And it's unbelievable how the hot rod situation is. It's running the whole area, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Our whole Midwest is just loaded with car shows and cruise nights.
And the best, man. You have the best car shows, the best cruise nights, everything in the Midwest. And, I mean, I've been places, and they don't have this, everywhere else.
Oh, no. No. These guys are dead serious about their cars.
Oh, yeah.
And they
it's
like
a ton
the
of
shows.
respect.
How did you end up getting to go to the show? We met by chance.
Yeah. Well, I got invited. I did events in, like, the Hobart area, and a lady invited me, and she's like, hey, I do these car shows. It's awesome. You have to come check it out. And she's really, she loved my work, and I was like, okay. And so that was the car show, and I'll be there Sunday for the charity event.
Right, you're going to be there
Cars
for the
Charity.
Make-A-Wish, yes.
Yeah, Make-A-Wish one.
Make-A-Wish. I might have to get another T-shirt made or something for me this time. Get one of my
Yeah.
favorite T-shirts. You don't have my size, I know.
I'll get it. I'll have it ready. All right.
I got more X's. I got more X's than Sonny Bono.
Yeah, I can do it. I can
I
get
got
it.
a bunch. I got to tell you, when you're painting and people talk to you and distract you, and I don't know how, you just keep doing it. Mm-hmm. You don't slip, you don't mess, you don't.
No.
How do you concentrate?
You're
You're talking back to them. I mean, it's not like you're not talking. You're not snubbing them.
Yeah, no.
You're conversing with them. You're talking.
Yeah. I worked at the mall for years, just making shirts, making stuff at the flea market. And I think it comes down to humility because I got good as a painter just painting so much crazy stuff in the flea market. People would bring me so much like insane, detailed stuff, and I had to get it done. I had to get it done in that time, and, people want to talk, and I had to make money. So now, fast forward 10 years later, I can paint cars, trucks, anything, pretty much with my eyes closed.
Wow.
I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying that like I put a ton of work in.
So you literally did start doing this back in high school, probably.
Yeah. When I was like 16, started when I.
Oh my. Well, and the concentration level, and all these people, everybody wanted their T-shirt or their hat or their license plate or their banner or their poster, and they all wanted, boom, 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 and it was only so long a show.
Oh yeah.
So you were scrambling.
Oh
you
yeah.
were scrambling.
Yeah.
You were. But I tell you what, if that was your first car show, you really made a hit. Everybody was
Thanks.
impressed. That's when the guys from the Cars for Charity grabbed him and said, "Hey, you got to come to our show on the 23rd down in Cedar Lake. You'll be a.
I'm excited.
You'll be a
Yeah,
hit."
I'm really excited.
That's a big show. That's huge. That show in Cherryville, the weather was kind of iffy and it missed it a little bit in the morning, so they lost a few cars, but they still had a great turnout. But this one in Cherryville, or one in Cedar Lake at the American Legion grounds this coming Sunday, is just a huge, huge show. And it's really a lot of fun. And guess what? We're going to go there and get something painted by Diego Diablo.
Yeah, Diablo.
You did that because it rhymes, I bet.
Yeah, it rhymes. And it's funny because it's kind of cheesy, but that's kind of how I am. That's my personality, and you don't forget it, I don't think,
Yeah, I see.
So it's like, I'm kind of stuck with
The young people out there, tell me how you got started doing this. Are you from the Midwest?
Yeah, I'm from the Midwest. I started painting like T-shirts in a flea market like a lot of guys. And,
you were in high school at the time.
High school, yeah.
Where'd you go to high school?
River Forest.
Okay, up north.
Yep.
North and west. Okay. And that's a pretty nice neighborhood.
Yeah. Just painting. I just want to be an artist, but I want it to be different. Everyone's like, do tattoos, and I just didn't want to do tattoos. I want to do something else. And the airbrush is like one of the most challenging tools, but if you master it, yeah, it's amazing. You do so much stuff.
Well, you definitely have this one mastered. And plus tattoos, there's those guys are a dime a dozen. Now there's a million of them.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. That's like hairdressers and stuff. We got more than we need. But
They're good art. They're great artists. Yeah.
Well, they're artists. I agree. No, they're talented. I've seen some really cool tattoos. But this stuff that you do is different. Are you motivated by anything, or is something that makes you do the lines and the graphics that you do?
Yeah, I see a lot of guys work, and I follow a lot of people, and there's like I pick one thing out that I like about them, and then I kind of take that and blend into my own. But I'm lucky enough to meet a lot of great artists, travel, and see their work and talk to them. So, and I want to make work that when people look at it, it amazes them so much that it's so realistic and so great. Because people, when they see airbrush, they think of like State Fair, just like dinky, rinky-dink stuff. When they see my work, I want to wow them, and I do now. So that was always been my ambition.
Oh yeah, that your work is definitely it's different, but it's very, very new. It's very, like I say, it's the angles and the lines and all the designs are just like you say. You kind of borrowed them from different areas and just put it all together in a Diego Diablo style.
Yeah, and I think this culture is, they're so tired of prepackaged, everyone has the same thing. To customize anything, like literally your car, your truck, your boat, I mean, I think that's so cool. Ever since I was a kid, I thought it was so cool, and even now, I just think it's great.
Well, I guarantee you're exactly right. The day of the generic is over. Mm-hmm. Having everything the same and having everything look the same and be the same. Car lines are the same and T-shirts are the same and yada yada. Those days are over. I agree with you 100%. So after high school, did you go on to a artist school or no?
Yeah. I went to the Heron School of Art and Design in Indianapolis, and it's one of the best in the country. And I couldn't afford the Art Institute. I wanted to go there. That was my first choice. But I had a scholarship to go to Heron, and I just took it. And I'm just, traditionally art trained, everything. I have a degree in graphic design, a bachelor's. So, and I'm an artist, A lot of people would do corporate jobs, but I'm like, you know what? I'm sticking to my guns. And
well, yeah, if you're a graphic designer, you'd be working on the computer and doing all this kind of stuff. But the kind of stuff you do is freelance, and it's you.
Yeah, it's traditional art too. It's traditional, and I love something about having paint and having something you can see that's physically there. I think that's a lost art in our culture because everything's digital. But when you do something that's physically, you can have it painted, a mural, man, that's beautiful.
Oh, absolutely. And here's our beautiful. That's for sure. And you're going to be painting at the show on this Sunday, the 23rd, in Cedar Lake at the American Legion grounds. The Cars for Charity show with Region Rides magazine. And you're going to bring posters and banners and license plates and all kinds of nifty stuff.
And I got some cool stuff I'm going to donate, some cool panels. And I think I want to do some Rat Fink stuff. I want to do some old school, like hot rod stuff.
That's the guy you want to meet, John Hogeveen. Now, that's one of the guys that he does my designing and everything, and he's really done a great job for me. The Rat Fink. That guy, that's Art Ross. Yeah. That's Art the guy.
Ross. Yeah. Great artist.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. And he was always in black and white, very rarely in color.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Yeah, that's old. Now the new stuff that Hoagie does is all the color. It's all great.
Oh, okay.
He even made a picture of my producer Tim Saldana, that his new baby dinosaur, T-Rex's baby Rex, pushing in a stroller. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool picture.
It's cool.
Yeah, we have quite a family now. We got E-Rex and T-Rex and me, and then baby Rex, and my God, we're gonna need a station wagon. Yeah, we're gonna need a station wagon. Awesome. Yeah, we got Pa Rex. Yeah, we're going to need a station. Yeah, you think Tim's old. You ought to see his dad. Tim's a 3,000-year-old dinosaur. You ought to meet Dad. Woo! He's something else. Anyway, you're going to be at the show. You're going to be painting different stuff. If I bring you or somebody brings you a T-shirt, you'll paint it?
Yeah, paint it all, everything there, man. I love a challenge.
You know what? He doesn't make mistakes. That's the thing. I can't imagine. I watched him in awe painting with his little airbrush, and this little thing looks like a bong from the 60s when I was a kid. I think we used to smoke our rope in that stuff,
That's awesome.
But anyway, and you just sit there and you spray it, and people are talking to you, and yeah. And it's done. And it's nice. I mean, I can't stress enough. I'm going to bring something to have it painted. I'm going to give you a real challenge.
Okay, yeah. Just come out, say hi, have a good time, and get to meet some people and talk some cars.
Oh, you'll meet them at this show. There's a ton of them. You're gonna love this show. They do a great job, and it's the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Great, awesome.
This show that we're going to be together, you and I. I didn't know what Make-A-Wish was a year ago, and they asked me to come out and do this show, come out there and do some stuff, and I did a little bit of MCing for them. I'm going to do probably some this year too. I got to tell you what, Make-A-Wish is a great thing.
Oh yeah, I'm registered for a Make-A-Wish Foundation. I just haven't been able to do any of the events, so this is nice that I get to do this one.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, and there'll be people from Make-A-Wish that that know the company, they work for the company. They'll be keeping an eye on us. So, and it's a great cause and it's a great show, and you're just the guy to do it. Let me just tell you, because I saw the T-shirt that you made of "She Who Will Be Obeyed" for my wife. That's the name my granddaughters gave her many years ago. They loved being by Grandpa, but they were scared of Grandma, and I suppose I guess that happens. She was strict with them, but that's how you get good kids. They're doing fine now. Now, when you painted this, you don't put clear on cloth.
No. You could put like the sealer, or like they have like that spray that kind of like seals it. But it's the paint I use is Createx Wicked line. So there's automotive resin in it. And it's really great, versatile, and that can go onto textiles like T-shirts,
flexes and stuff.
Yeah,
so
flexes. Yeah,
like the rubber bumpers and stuff. Okay, okay. I see what you're talking about.
And you can use it on like hard surfaces too, like metal, steel panels.
I mean, you draw the shadows, you put the stars. I mean, this is unbelievable, the detail here. I wish you could zoom in on this and show you just how much this thing looks like and all the little details on that hat. It's just really cool. It really, really is. I got to tell you. And that's because you pay attention to detail. And you say this paint is, what kind of paint is this? It's
a Createx. It's a Wicked line. So it's a automotive like resin mixed in with acrylic. Water. It's water based actually.
Okay, so it's a water based.
A lot of car paints are enamels and things like that. This is a water based, so it's kind of cool. It's different,
Yeah. Oh, and then of course it lasts. I mean, this hat looks really good. And now that stuff's expensive, I take it.
It's pretty decent, pretty reasonable though. We're actually going. I'm going to be out in Vegas at beginning of November for Iwata in their booth. Working with Iwata, and then Createx is right next to there. So I'm doing some demos, some panels, and that'll be a lot of fun.
Okay, Iwata, what is that, a paint company?
They're the airbrush company.
They make the airbrushes.
Iwata Medea and Iwata Nesta, the huge multi-million-dollar company, and I'm lucky enough to have them endorse me for my YouTube channel and social media and everything like that. So.
Oh, wow. Now, what?
I get so much stuff, I don't put it out a lot of
What
my
does
stuff.
one of those little guys cost, those little spray things?
Anywhere from like $50 to like $300.
Yeah. I suppose yours are the expensive ones.
Yeah, I got everything from the cheap to the expensive.
And you got to keep all the colors. Mm-hmm. So you got to have a stock.
Yeah.
They come in tubes, or what do they come in?
Like little bottles, little 2-ounce bottles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Kind of like model paints.
Yeah. And you can buy different colors, and you have chameleon and, different transparent colors and pearls and everything.
Oh, wow. So there's a zillion colors you can get, I'm sure.
Yeah, just last night I painted like a little cup, clear coated it. It was pretty cool. Like a little tin metal water bottle. It was like really cool. Put like Texans on it and stuff.
Wow, see that no project escapes this guy. I'm telling you. You need to come out to the car show for the charity, of course, for Cars for Charity and for Make-A-Wish. But you ought to come out and see Diego here and watch and give him a little test. Let him paint you something. You'll be amazed at how fast it happens. You'll think he's all done, and there's another 10 minutes he's still spraying because he's not happy. It's not enough detail for him, not enough shadows. I'm telling you, I was nothing but amazed with this young guy when I saw it. I never saw anybody paint with that little can before, that little spray. And I'm telling you, it's fantastic. Well, Diego, time flies when you're having fun, buddy. I'm glad you came out.
Yeah.
I'm glad you made it.
Appreciate it.
We had a good time with Diego Gonzalez, Diego Diablo, and you got to go to his website, Mindless Paint.
Mindlesspaint.com, and you can follow me at Twitter at Airbrush Monsters, or Mindless Paint, and all that. So everything Mindless Paint, just look that up.
So you've done it all. You're on every social media.
Everything.
Well, so are we. That's what T-Rex does. He gets out there and pushes us all over the country.
Awesome. Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. It's good stuff. And I'm going to tell you, I look forward to the show on this Sunday when we get there. And I'm going to bring you a challenge.
Okay.
I'm going to think of something. Trust me.
All right, I'll have your shirt too. I'll have your size.
Beautiful. All right.